And a pack with Falcon's Mad Laboratory, or the Perk build suggestion part of the video. And yeah, we're gonna give the word to Falcon, and he will give us some really nice builds. How many builds you got, Falcon? And the show is yours.
Okay, bro, I think we can. Yeah, we have some builds, bro. You know, maybe 6 or even 7. Yeah, we will see.
Okay. So,
So, as always, we start with the new teachable perks,
okay.
of course. So, remember that you have the search bar now.
Yep.
Yeah, this will be
I love
pretty.
this.
Yeah. Okay, so start with rapid brutality.
Here we go.
Okay, you know, this perk increases your speed after a basic attack.
Yes.
So we are going to exploit, you know, this perk
Mm-hmm.
by using save it best for last, play with your food,
Oh. 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 No.
and game a food, which is a perk from Skull Merchant. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So, this is a pretty simple build because uh, you don't have to do anything special to get value from it because you just chase survivors.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So if you don't find the obsession, you just keep chasing with the you know the speed bonus from rapid brutality and also a shorter cooldown with the save best for last.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. If you are unlucky and you find the obsession, you can farm tokens of play with your food,
Mm-hmm.
and since the xenomorph has a special attack, you can use you know M2 on your obsession to avoid losing tokens of save best for last.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Game of Foot, you know, the last perk is for you know for the case in which your obsession is playing stealth, you know, very stealth.
Mm-hmm.
So with this perk, you can force an obsession change so that you can farm, play with your food tokens.
Wow.
Yeah. After that, remember, you can always leave your obsession because the xenomorph has a high mobility with the tunnels.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, you can farm tokens, and then you can leave the obsession. You go into a control station, basically, and you chase another survivor.
Oh. Yeah. Cool. Turbo alien. Or
Yeah,
I'm
it's
fast as fuck boy.
a dynamic build, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Right, Kate?
Yes.
Tur-
Yeah, it is.
Turbo alien. And what's the next?
So let me suggest a variation.
Oh.
So yeah, because I don't like body block, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So leave only rapid brutality. And the second perk this time will be agitation.
Oh,
Yes. Medgrit. Yeah, and the last perk could be Iron Grasp, for example.
there we go.
Yeah, there there can be other variations on for this build because for example if you see flashlights in your lobby, you can switch Iron Grasp for Light Ball, for example. So with this build, you will be able to counter body block and also to annoy flashlight users. Because if they come for the save, for the flashlight save, they will fail because you have light bulb.
Oh,
Yeah, but then you have agitation and rapid brutality. So if you're lucky, you can hit them, and after that, you will go faster than them.
damn.
Because agitation will make you 4.4 meters per second,
Oh,
and rapid brutality will bring that to a normal 4.6.
damn, that's good.
Yeah. So basically, you will have no problem with the body block, and maybe you will be able to punish the flashlight user.
That's always good. That is always good because we hate flashlight users. Right, Kate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is the next build?
Okay. Now clean up everything. And we go for the second teachable, Alien Instinct. Of
Okay.
course, since it's an aura reading perk, bro, we are going to suggest an aura reading build, basically. But this time I want to use perks which have a good synergy with the Xenomorph, with the power.
Okay.
So put Gear Head, Nowhere to Hide, yes, and the last perk, why not? Little Brochure. Yeah, because it is the obvious choice, you know?
Correct.
Yeah. Uh, y- bro, you can also use some add-ons in this case. Yeah, I would suggest in this case the improvised kettle prod, which is iridescent, I guess. Yeah. So you see, each time a generator is completed, you get aura reading.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So this is good. You can also put the another add-on, the Kane's helmet, which is green.
This one?
So yeah, this one. So basically, you can apply an effect similar to Sloppy Butcher with your tail,
Ah,
because remember, the tail is considered the special attack. So Sloppy Butcher doesn't work.
oh, okay, yeah, true.
Yeah. So with this build, you will be able to put a lot of pressure because With Little Pursuer at the beginning of the game, you can immediately teleport, with the tunnel to the first survivor.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. If you are uh, you are lucky, you can keep them injured to use Alien Instinct because you have a gear head, bro. So you will see aura of survivors repairing generators,
Yes.
and you can immediately teleport to them with the tunnels.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's a very useful perk. And if they run away,
Yeah.
you can still kick the generator, and nowhere to hide will tell their position.
Damn. This is good build.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, we try to get value from Alien Instinct, bro, because remember, you have to keep multiple survivors injured.
I'm gonna have to collect a lot of black warts
Yes,
for this build. I see.
yeah. To be honest, this build is, very particular for the Xenomorph.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, yeah.
So what is the next build, bro?
Okay, so clean up. And okay, this time we go for.
Wait.
Don't worry, take your time. Yeah. Okay, so this time the last teachable, which is the ultimate weapon.
Mm-hmm.
This perk, makes survivors scream.
Yes.
So we are going to create a build to make survivors scream even more. So yeah, so put infectious sprite. Yes. Then we have Thwack, and the last one I think could be Eruption. Yeah. Okay, so basically we have all perks to make survivors scream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they are good because the xenomorph is a good slugger.
Oh.
Yeah, because if you see, the position of other survivors,
Yeah.
think about it. You down one survivor and you get value with infectious.
Damn.
You will still be in runner mode,
Yeah.
and you can easily catch the second survivor.
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah. After that, you can, for example, rinse and repeat, or you can hook one survivor. In that case, you will activate Thwack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you destroy a pallet, survivors near you will scream.
Okay, that is going to be awesome.
Yeah. And on top of this, you have eruption. So when you down survivors, for maybe you are lucky with the infection, you are lucky with the slugging, you also get information from eruption,
And you have gen regression.
of course. And remember, you have high mobility. So
Oh
maybe
yeah.
you can go back to that generator and save the generator.
Oh.
Damn. Yeah, that is something. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting because also distortion doesn't counter ultimate weapon and also infectious sprite. Yeah, they must bring calm spirit, but nobody uses calm spirit, bro.
Correct. So that is one problem less. Okay, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's unique.
Oh yeah, and also there is a good add-on you can use, which is the harpoon gun, bro. It should be purple, I guess. Yes,
Oh, so you really want to make them scream
yes.
because in
And
because
we have a scream add-on. We use it.
yeah, in space nobody hears you scream except in Dead by Daylight. Yeah, that is good. Yeah. And then you can get this also, Drinking Bird.
Yeah, why not? This is brown, so you have plenty.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I like this. So, what's the next build?
Okay, clean up, and now we are going to suggest some, fun builds to basically to exploit the power of the xenomorph.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this time we are going for a Vault Master build.
Vault, okay.
Yeah. So we start with the we start with the bamboozle, of course. Then select superior anatomy and fire up. The last perk, I made a particular choice here, which is X blood favor. I will, describe it later. Yeah. And of course, we have an add-on, bro. You know it. Yes.
There we go.
I will leave the calculations to you, bro. But anyway, with this build, you get 40% bonus from superior anatomy, 30% from your add-on, 15% from bamboozle, and a variable bonus from fire up. Basically, you will vault windows at the speed of light.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn. I think it is something over 100%. 110%. If I'm
Or close, maybe, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah. So basically, you will vault the window at the speed of light, and you will block it also
Holy shit.
because you have bamboozle. At that point, bro, the survivor will be fucked up because you have, you vault so fast that you will hit the survivor for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he will
Yeah.
be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you hit them by M1 or with the tail.
Yeah. And if they disconnect, then you know that the build is overpowered.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Yeah. In that case, bro, we have a last perk. We have a blood favor,
Ooh.
which will block every pallet, within 32 meters.
Holy damn.
So basically, the survivor will have no option, bro.
Bro, it is evil.
It is, bro.
It's evil. I like
Yes,
it.
so basically, you are the vault master. You immediately hit the survivor, and they can't even use the pallet.
No, I will. I have to. Bro, I have to do it. I applaud you. I applaud you.
Yeah, I don't know how you come up with these. It's amazing.
Yeah. He's a mad genius. He's the Dr. Frankenstein of perk builds.
Yeah.
That's basically what he is. So,
We try our best, bro.
what is the next one?
Okay. Now we have a build which we talked about this, bro.
This?
Because you talked to me about the iridescent add-on, which is the acidic blood,
Yes.
and I will use this with enduring. Yes. You know the set, yeah. Of course you know, bro. Yeah, you know it. Okay, and this time we will put Fearmonger. Yes, and Discordance. For a good reason, I will explain, don't worry. Yeah, there is also another add-on which could be used, interesting, which is I think the semiotic keyboard. Should be purple, I guess. Yeah, because this is good because survivors will put turrets near generator.
Damn.
Yeah. So basically, with this build, you can know where the survivors are.
Oh yeah.
If and if they don't place the turret near the gen, you still have discordance.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the plan is this, bro. You teleport to a gen, highlighted by discordance or by the semiotic keyboard.
Yeah.
You at that point, the survivor will be exhausted
Oh yeah.
because they were repairing the generator. So thanks to blood favor, they are exhausted.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And since they are exhausted, they can't sprint away, they can't use light, and whatever. So they have to make a choice, drop or not the pallet.
Yeah.
Well, if they don't drop the pallet, you eat them, either by M1 or with the tail.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. If they drop the pallet, you have Enduring and Spirit Fury with the acidic blood.
Ho ho ho.
So if you are lucky, you can deal double damage very fast.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because they get endured with the add-on, and Spirit Fury will destroy the pallet.
Huh.
That's evil.
Yeah. And they can't sprint away, bro, because they are exhausted thanks to Fearmonger.
Not,
So they are fucked up.
not only that, bro, but if you want to be really nasty, you can always replace one of these two perks with coup de grace.
Also, why not?
Because think about it, they are exhausted as such. If they break the pallet on you with Spirit Fury, you can catch up with them with coup de grace. It's bro, this is so crazy, man. Really crazy.
Bro, this build is evil.
Yeah. Then we go for the last one. What is the last build that you have?
Okay, this time you can clean up, and we are going to do a Gen Protector build.
Keep in mind, this is the last one.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Let's go, bro, for
Okay.
now. This is a more classic, to be honest. So, yeah, Gen is good for yeah. So, let's start with corrupt intervention, follow O'Brien, overcharge, yeah. And the last perk could be yeah, you can choose between Pop Gas the Wizard, which was buffed recently,
Yeah, or?
or Iraq. Maybe it's also a good choice. But I would use Pop Gas the Wizard for now
Yeah.
because it was buffed.
There we go.
Okay, so basically you can see that this is a gem protector build, bro. So you
Yeah.
can you get some slowdown in the early game.
Yeah.
You will get an easy down if you are lucky with the tail,
Mm-hmm.
since you will go uh, in runner mode soon.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, you can start your snowball because you can teleport to generators and you can apply Follow Brine, Overcharge, and Pop Gas the Wizard on the same generator.
Damn. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these thanks to the high mobility of this killer.
That's crazy. Wow, they really made her good then if you can make so many builds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. N- the real last build, bro. What is it?
Yeah, this is more, I think an almost meme build. But anyway, I want to exploit, the stealth part, of the power.
Okay.
Yeah, because we experimented with this, bro. Remember?
Yeah.
This time we are going to use whispers. Yeah, you don't see whispers anymore, bro. To be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, the second perk is, you know it. Yeah, you know it. Then put Nurse's Calling. Yes. And X Face the Darkness. Yes. For the add-ons, I suggest the Cat Carrier. Yes. So you get, if you are unlucky with the turrets, you gain undetectable. And also put the crew headset, which should be yellow, maybe. Yes, this one. So we increase your footstep detection in tunnels.
Damn.
Yeah. So, bro, this is a particular build which I think it improves the stealth ability of the Xenomorph because this build allows you to attack from the tunnels.
Yeah. While using your ability to be stealthy.
Yeah. So, whispers will tell you if there are survivors nearby
Mm-hmm.
uh, when you are in the tunnel, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, because with this build, you must play a lot in the tunnel.
Mm. Hmm.
You will also be undetectable, so if you activated Face the Darkness, survivors will scream
Yeah.
and they will reveal their position.
Damn.
Yeah, so basically you can immediately teleport to the nearest control station.
Yeah.
You also have a monitor and a view. So after you get out of the tunnel, you will have a smaller terror radius thanks to monitor and abuse.
That's true.
Yeah, so you can sneak, on survivors, and they will go into panic mode.
Yeah, because you have this relatively small terror radius.
Yeah, very small. I think 16 meters.
Damn.
Yeah, which is very small, bro. Trust me. And if you apply a good pressure, so you keep survivors injured, you will see them healing with Narcissus Calling, which works while you are in the tunnel.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you can, sneak on survivors which are healing.
Damn, bro, dit is. Dat is some nasty stuff here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Way too nasty, even.
Yeah, and they will be, bro, they will go into panic mode. They will be afraid of you because they will keep screaming with the face the darkness, but they will not see or hear you because you are in the tunnel.
Yeah, and the worst part is also they can't trust your terror radius anymore
Yes,
because they will hear your terror radius and they are like, oh my god. Yeah, bro, this is you outperform yourself again. Really,
thanks.
you really
Yeah, they're really good.
yeah, extremely good even. I didn't I don't even I didn't even expect it that they are so evil again. I can understand why why you needed so many days to think up of these.
Yeah, bro, because believe it or not, it takes some time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially when you get versatile killers, bro, like the Xenomorph.
yeah. When was the last time that you had this much trouble? Which versatile killer was the last time that gave you this much time? If I can ask.
Uh, mm, maybe Wesker was.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah, I think we suggested a lot of builds for Wesker.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think there was only one killer that you couldn't think of any build for. I think, if I remember correctly. Not 100% sure, but I think there was one killer that didn't give you much options to work with in the past. And if you say Wesker was one of the ones that gave you the most options, if that is the case, then I have a lot of hopes for this killer. Then I have a lot of hopes for the Xenomorph, you know?
Oh, yeah.
me too, bro.
Yeah.
Because being versatile, I think it's a good start.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did a lot of the builds on the Singularity that you suggested, and only one of those builds was successful. The other ones took really long. The exhaustion build that you had took me like almost a month to record. And then the build with the last build that he had took me like 3 games to fully record. Yeah, then you can understand the power of that build. So, okay, bro, is this all?
I think so, bro.
Okay, then I will say the following. you guys, we will add the Morris after this video, or it will be in the Claudette test, one of the two, with the Xenomorph and the corresponding survivor, Ellen Ripley. I want to give my thanks to CujoKate for being again a good guest in my in the review for us.
Absolutely.
It's good to have a clear English voice here amongst these two accented people, or the non-American or the non-English people that are hosting this.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for having me on.
Always fun to have you around. You give your perspective are a lot more different than ours, and it always helps us to consider how someone that like you would react to builds like this or perks like this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Especially when it's a character that is that you are well known, that you know out well. Also, because I think you know a lot more about certain things that we do. So, all I have left to say is, people, there was K.M.K with Falcon.
See you soon.
And the talented and beautiful CujoKate.
Have a good one.
And together we say adios, Vitus and sayonara and arrivederci. And we hope to see you all next time. K.M.K, Falcon, CujoKate out. And stay safe out there. Bye. And enjoy the Claudette test, which Falcon and I will now do.